Okay. Hey guys, what's going on? It is Friday morning, and I am filming a life update video. I feel like, okay, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. You go through life, Avi, that it's gonna be Retrospect is like the best vision, right? It's like Retrospect is 2020, I think is what they say. So, like, totally, I agree. I'm down with that. But I feel like part of being um, like disconnected from YouTube and stuff has been our situation lately. Um, Over the past, like, it's been crazy. Over the past year and what month are we in? March. Over the past, like, since last January, it's been a little crazy here. And, I work really hard to be, like, completely honest, but at the same time, um, this is the internet. And so I'm kind of putting my life out there and, like, on YouTube and on my blog and here and on Facebook. It's kind of like you only want to say so much. You know how they like, don't say that you're going on vacation, girl, because somebody's gonna rob your house, like, kind of deal. Um, it's kind of like that. It's like there in January of last year, my wife took a job that had her being away from home and out of town, so sleeping out from Sunday night to generally like Saturday. So she might be home only on Saturday night or possibly Saturday and Sunday night. But that was like from January all the way to August. So it's really hard to like get on here and talk to you guys about like what's going on and like why I'm so stressed and like okay, so she's gone and it's like virtually like being a single mom. Now I am blessed beyond blessed that I have a partner who does financially take care of the family and who does, do what she can. But when you are out of town, what can you do? Um, you can't take a sick kid to the doctor. You can't take a kid to dancing. You can't run errands or pick something up on the way home from work. Just being able to say to somebody, would you pick up, milk and eggs on your way home? Because, like, maybe you don't need a grocery shop. Maybe you just need a little something to get you through to your next grocery day. But when there's nobody coming home, you have to go out and do it. Um, Working out, like, there's nobody to hand the kids off to or to be like, could you just finish working on homework with this person while I grab a quick workout? Like, it's just crazy. Like, and dude, mad props. Like, I was a single parent at one point. And I respect that. I totally do. And I am not in any way saying that this is the exact same situation. But in a lot of ways, you're on your own when your partner lives out of town. That's just like the life parts of it. Oh my gosh, like, okay. Then you wind up being like the trashy house on the street because nobody's cut the grass. I can't get that thing to start. Like, I decided, I was like, oh, I'm gonna surprise my wife and have the lawn cut. I can't get it to start, and and I guess I should have thought about this. Like, on days when the fibro is bad, I can't even open like a peanut butter jar. Do you know how much easier it is to open a peanut butter jar than it is to cut the grass? Pretty ridiculous to think I was even gonna get out there and do it, but I tried. I did wind up breaking the yard, like, because we have a tree down here. You don't generally have to worry about your trees losing all their leaves because it never really gets that cold or stays that cold. But we do have a tree, and it did get cold several times. We have a tree. No, we actually have two on our property, but um, it got so cold and stayed so cold that our tree in the backyard like lost its little leaves. It was all naked. Um, so I did do that, and it was hard freaking work. And still, there were leaves. It was like as I was raking, it was putting more leaves down. It was like picking up after a newly mobile toddler. Not fun. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, it's like there's that stress. There's like the stress of emotionally like being alone and missing your partner, and then there's like the fear, like area, like you're cool, I'm cool, but then it's like, ooh, do I hear something outside? Like, ooh, is something? It's just weird to be so consistently alone. And then like I am a food addict, so like, oh, stress, eat. Oh, or because when I corrected or started to address my addiction, I overcorrected. It's like stress, don't eat. Oh, whatever. It just so much. And then having fibro, I want to put it out there that like fibro is not, in my opinion, like a lot of people will be like, oh, if you're depressed, you get fibro. No. So depression does sometimes come. I mean, hello, if you can't move, you're in pain constantly, you might be a little depressed. Hey, no. But if you like, I am generally a pretty happy person, especially lately in my life. The last couple of years have been amazing. So whatever. But stress, any illness that you have, stress can make it worse. So obviously the fibro has been worse. It's just been a very big year of insanity. And then there's just the basic, like, I just miss you. Like, I just want you to come home. You know what I'm saying? So there's all of that that has been going on. Then, like I said, that happened. Like, she was out of town from January to August. Like August, September, they switched her job, and she was then working from like able to come home every night, but she was working, waking up at 3 a.m. Girl, 3 a.m. I'm making her breakfast and packing her lunches and stuff and sending her out the door, and she's not getting home till 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Going straight to bed just to wake up and go again, usually 7 days a week. So yeah, you're here, but now it's almost hard to have you here because I'm trying to make sure I'm here when you're here and I'm feeding you right on time so you can get straight to bed. And it just has been crazy, crazy. So that actually all ended recently, 3 weeks ago, when my wife quit her job. And that was a big deal, and it was scary. It's like, if you're blessed enough to have a job in these times, do you really walk away from it? And the answer is, if God tells you to, you do. And she felt like God was telling her to, and she left. And it was, again, it's a whole new kind of stress. It's like, oh my gosh. But it really, actually, I was only stressed for a moment. I got right with it. It was like, I stand by you. I trust her 100%. I feel like if you feel honestly as if you're being told to leave your job, then okay, then all I can do is support you. I can't say leave because I didn't get that word from God, but I also didn't get the word like make her stay. It was like, I have no word on that situation, so I have to trust yours, and I trust her completely. So quit her job 3 weeks ago. Let me just clarify, for in case anybody's wondering, we ain't rich. We don't have some big stockpile of money for her to be out of work. So it was like, kind of like, okay. She quit. She just started applying. She actually winded up interviewing for a job she didn't even apply for, that wasn't even a job. Like, somebody got in touch with her and told her, this company needs somebody with your certifications, for a job next week. So she called them to offer her services, like on like a one-on-one, like a freelance type of deal. And they were like, hold on, you're not working for anybody and you have those certifications, come interview. And so she went to interview. That's God working. So she went to interview and got hired. So this week has been a week of like the interview process. She interviewed last Friday, so then she this Monday she went and took her physical and her drug test and, signed all the paperwork for the background check, and that takes a couple days to come in, and she went to work today, which is Friday. So she is at work. But you know what? It wasn't 3 o'clock when I kissed her goodbye. It was 6, and she left early because she was worried about traffic. She's never driven to this area before, during work time. So, probably she'll be leaving around 5:36 every morning, and probably she'll be home most weekends, and getting off at a decent time. It's like so insane. It's so insane, and so it's such a blessing. Not to mention, the company is amazing. It's got partnership insurance, not just for traditionally married couples, but all married couples get insurance. So that's awesome. It's got all of the benefits of the last company, only these people are very progressive and very on the same page. My wife is an excellent worker. She has so much integrity, and I'm not even saying it because she's my wife. There have been times when I'm like, hey girl, guess what? They're paying you for 1 job and you're doing 3. You need to stop. And she's like, how am I supposed to stop? I just give 100%, and I believe you should do your best work. And I was like, do your best work, but don't kill yourself, but so I feel like they are going to respond so well to her because she is going to fit right in with this company, and that's so awesome. So that's uber exciting. Then, along with that, it's how do you accurately portray your life but leave out what's going on, right? I mean, honestly. So it's been a hard situation because I don't want to misrepresent, and I don't want to be all I think a couple of weeks ago I was I'm going to tell you guys what's going on, but after it resolves itself. And I feel those were the situations I was dealing with a lot. Also, I tell you this much, I cannot stand, there are several things I can't stand. Well, there's 2 that pretty much then will spread and cover everything else, okay? The 2 things I cannot stand is spreading negativity and stupidity. Now, negativity. Let's talk about that. Because I feel you can totally rant. Rant. Dude, go ahead. Get it off your chest. I can give you a good rant. I can get with it when it comes to, tearing things apart. I can get to negative. And that's fine. You have to get negative out. But I feel you need to, 1, check where you put it. And 2, it has to be actually getting something accomplished. If you're going to tell me all of your bad crap, then tell me so that you can let it go. Don't tell me because then you want me to respond by being oh, and now we're going to make our crap worse together, and then we're going to amplify our crap, and then we're just going to wallow in it. That's not fun. I need to rant to you means I have this in me, and I can't let it go. So I have to get it out. Okay, cool. I find a lot of times situations can be made humorous, even if the humor is a little bit wicked, which is my favorite kind of humor, or sassy, maybe sarcastic. Bam, I'm there. So I'm let's talk about it, let's bitch it out, laugh about it, and move on, type of deal. But I cannot stand it if you just keep on. And I felt in the situation, right now, I'm telling you guys what happened, that she lost her job, that it's been a very hard year, but I'm able to just say it and move on from it. Whereas if I would have started talking to you about how hard it was last February, you would have heard about that crap for a year from me. And that's not what I want to put out, for a year of that's my first one. My second one, the second thing that bothers me, and this is the one really, really that can spread to cover almost anything, is stupidity. Stupidity makes me insane. I don't even know how to express it, but the other day, see, because my wife's been home for 3 weeks, and it's been awesome because she is truly, truly my favorite adult person. I adore her. she's my best friend. She's totally my person. Like, I think like 90% of the people I know, if their husband wanted to come to like work out with them, they would be like, no, that's my me time. Or if their husband wanted to like go out at night with them, they'd be like, that's my girl time. I would take my wife anywhere. One, because I am the exact same person with her as I am without her. I'm not going to say anything or do anything that I wouldn't if she was there. And two, because honestly, I enjoy her. Like, she is my best friend. Like, my best friend. And I have like a handful of what I would call my like truest friends. They are soulmates in different ways. But and most of them I've known for over 15 years. But somehow she just came in and like we click on that level, but then we also click on so many others, and like she's my person. I want her there. Running at the park is even better when my wife is at the park with me. Working out is even better when my wife is working out with me. Me time is better when the best part of me is there. Hello. So, right? I love her. And in the last couple weeks, since she hasn't had to work and we haven't been with each other for so long, because like it's been so crazy. It's been like passing, like you might get 5-10 minutes here or there, and then you know what you're doing with that. It's not like you're like actually gonna hang out. So anyway, it's been weird, like, so I think, yeah, like the last 3 weeks has, like, we used to work together. I don't know if you guys know that, but like we met the weekend before Katrina hit. We met Saturday. Katrina hit Monday. So we met Saturday night. We evacuated separately on Sunday. Katrina hit on Monday. When Katrina hit, nobody's cell phones worked. You could text message, but you really couldn't call. All the cell phone towers down here were like destroyed and overwhelmed and everything else. The only person who I could call and voice speak to and who could voice call me was Amber, my wife. So for the next month or so, she was the only person I spoke to outside of my family who I evacuated with. And then from the time that we moved back from Mississippi, like, we've just been together. And that was 2005. In 2007, we officially moved in together. And it's been just us since then. So it's been pretty crazy. But anyway, so it's coming on 9 years. When in 2006, February 2006, I started working at the company she worked for, and we literally worked like 15 feet from each other. So like we ate, slept, and worked together for years, and then, when I stopped working there, we still cohabitated, Avi. So like whatever, and then she was. This is like so far off from where I'm going with this, but anyway. So then, for her to just be gone, like, and to not even see her, and for a year has felt so, it's heartbreaking. Then to know the stress that she's under, to know the unfair situation that the whole job thing turned into for somebody who really wants to do so good, it's just been heartbreaking. And so, like, to have her back has been this miracle. And the fact, I guess on some level, there's like this little bit of a worry that, like, oh my gosh, like, what if things don't go back? What if and they haven't gone back. They've gone forward. They're so much better than the last time we got to hang out all the time. So it's just really insane. And I think that's God, because I think that we found our church at the perfect time, right when, like, physical things were about to push us in two very different directions. We had this faith and this church bringing us together, at least on a very deep level. So it's like, anyway, love having my wife back is what I'm trying to say. Wouldn't trade her for the world. Totally enjoy hanging out with her. And yet and still, the other day, she was doing something, and I don't even, she was like being ridiculous. We get really stupid. I think you guys have seen that in some of the videos. Like, we just laugh, and we get really stupid together. And I can't even do what she was doing, and I wouldn't try, but she was making this face and, like, doing this voice that was stupid. It was so stupid that I started to cry. And she was like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, "I am crying because you're stupid looking when you do that, and I hate stupid." Like, I can't take it. Like, I can't take it. And I really do feel like that, like, spreads out, like, and will cover most things. Like, most things that make you go, it's because there's an amount of stupidity in it, and I just can't take that. So, and yeah, all this came from why I wasn't making videos, is because I don't want to spread negativity. Negativity is one of my other things, but I don't know. I was like, yeah, I cried. I was like, "You look so stupid. Like, you need to stop, seriously." Anyway, so that is what's been going on here, and I feel like that's been a big part of, like, the hardship. So it's almost like, because I started the craziest thing is she left her job, and it was like we were filled with this peace. Okay, and we pay tithing to our church. The tithing is like 10% of your income. So we pay tithing to our church, just to FYI you real quick. And so, like, it comes time to pay tithing on the last paycheck that came from her other job. And she does not yet have a new job. And it's a very scary thing to, like, pay out money when you don't know where money's coming from. So I wrote out the tithing check, and there's this little voice inside of you that's like, "Oh, are you sure you want to do this? You can always make up for it later. There's really no blah, blah. Nobody's going to know." It's like, no, I believe in this. So we paid it. Do you know the next day, a friend of ours called and was like, "Hey, I have this job. It's one day, and it pays cash." And after we tithed off of that one day's worth of cash, it was the amount that we paid in tithing. So, amen and hallelujah, we have been taken care of. But what I was going to say was, the crazy thing is that in all of the hectic, nuts craziness that has gone on, that has made being on some kind of plan harder and made life so crazy, when she left her job at a time that I normally, a couple years back, would have been freaking out, I was like, oh, it felt so awesome, and it was such the right thing, that all of a sudden, I'm back on plan. I'm back to working out. I am back to vlogging. It's like everything just went like, whoop, this is how it's supposed to be. Insane, right? It's insane. And then, just an FYI, like, I am feeling better. My fibro is feeling much better. I talked to you guys about that. I got sick in December, and since then it just hasn't been back to normal. I've gone to the doctor. I am doing my own research on yesterday and the day before yesterday. The day before yesterday, I had no pain, like none. I went and I started running after. Hey, stop it! Stop! She's looking at me like, as soon as you go back to that vlog, I'm gonna start doing what I was doing. So yesterday, I started running after I got sick with the fibro. Okay, what I was saying was, I started running after I got sick with the fibro, because I got really sick, and I started to lose weight, to, like, make healthy choices, and then I started running. So I have never ran with a body out of pain. I have never, ever in my life, since I got sick, been without any pain. I have felt dramatically better. I have felt ridiculously better. I have never been without pain of some sort. And so 2 days ago, Friday, so Wednesday, I went for a run. So I had a pain-free day, and I went for a run, and it was heaven. And yesterday, I had a pain-free day, and we did our walk around the city today I am feeling a little bit. My shoulders, like my shoulder blades, and my neck are like my worst area. They are like the trigger for my fibro. My hands and knees are the worst for or the rheumatoid arthritis, but my shoulders, the fibro will just that's where it starts and just spreads throughout my body and moves around, but there is always pain. So they're starting to have like a little twinge of pain there, but other than that, I'm feeling really good. And I'm doing a lot of I've been taking the Ultra Set, I think is what it's called. Painkiller. I haven't taken that in like 2 days, but that has really helped. It's like I don't feel all narcotic effed up, which I hate. I cannot stand being altered. So that's nice. I can't get the gabapentin or so is what it's called because my insurance won't cover it, and we don't have the money right now because I just told you she just went back to work today. So it's like $195 for 1 month. But I'm feeling really good. I'm doing herbal research. So once I have that all figured out, I will totally share it with you. I don't want to start giving you the information because I don't really know how it's all going to play out, but I do plan on giving you all of that information because things are going really well so far. And I just ordered another herb. It was $12, and I'm just to try it, see how that works out. Very exciting. Anyway, I'm gonna go make breakfast, and I'm gonna go start laundry, and I'm doing something with my hair today. I have a friend doing it for me, and I don't know if I'm gonna go red but amplified or if I'm gonna go pink. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. So anyway, there you go. Can't wait to have another combo with you guys. Talk to you later.